There's a language spoken by more people than Italian. It crosses 5 national borders. It fills cinema screens and radio waves heard by millions. It carries centuries of poetry, proverb, and song. And it was the very first African language the BBC ever broadcast in. It's called Hausa. And in 2026, it's rising faster than almost any language you've heard of. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you 9 reasons to learn it, and I think at least one of them is going to stay with you. Welcome. Without further ado, let's start with size. Hausa has around 94 million speakers. That's more than Polish, more than Italian, more than Korean. It sits somewhere around the 19th most spoken language on the entire planet, and yet, outside West Africa, almost no one is learning it. Which means, for you, the door is wide open. Reason 2. Hausa isn't tied to one country. It's the lingua franca of West Africa, the language that lets a trader in Kano talk to a traveler in Niamey, in Accra, in N'Djamena, in northern Cameroon, even in some parts of Sudan. Learn Hausa, and you don't unlock one country. You unlock a whole region. Reason 3. Hausa is rising. In 2025, the nation of Niger made Hausa an official language, replacing French. Think about that for a second. A language being lifted up formally as a country's own voice. That's not a language fading, that's a language on its way up. And who knows whether even northern Nigeria, with its millions of Hausa speakers, will not follow suit. Reason 4. This is only the beginning. By 2050, Nigeria is projected to be the 3rd most populous country on Earth, behind only India and China. Nigeria has one of the world's largest youth populations. Over half of all Nigerians are millennials or Gen Z, and the most widely spoken language across Nigeria's vast, fast-growing north? Hausa. Reason 5. Hausa already has a voice on the world stage. Back in 1957, it became the first African language the BBC ever broadcast in. Today, BBC Hausa alone reaches around 20 million people a week. And it isn't just the BBC, Voice of America, Germany's Deutsche Welle, Radio France, China Radio International, the world's great broadcasters all speak Hausa. When that many powers choose to broadcast in a language, it's telling you something. Reason 6. Here's one that gives me chills. In 2020, because of the pandemic, the Hajj sermon from Mount Arafat was first carried to the world remotely, and it went out in just 10 languages, including English, French, Mandarin, Russian, Urdu, and Hausa. Of all the languages of Africa, only Hausa was chosen. That is how the world sees this language. Reason 7. Hausa isn't only numbers and status. It's a living culture you can step into. Centuries of poetry and proverb. One of the largest film industries in Africa. Beautiful clothes. Music and a tradition of greeting so warm and so generous that learning it quietly changes the way you treat people. This is a culture that welcomes you in. And here's the good news for you today. You can read it from day one. Hausa is written in the same alphabet you're reading right now. There's no new script to master before you begin. Just a handful of special letters, and you're away reading your first Hausa words within the hour. Which brings me back to that free guide, because everything I've just described, the sounds, the first words, the counting, it's all in there with audio you can listen to and repeat until it feels like yours. No long sign-up, no cost, just you, your ears, and your first real Hausa. The link's in the description. And reason 9, maybe the most important of all. For so many of you watching, this isn't a foreign language at all. It's the language of home. If that's you, this is your heritage, and it is never too late to take it back. And if you're brand new to it, you are just as welcome. Before we finish, a few things you probably didn't know. The richest person in all of Africa, Aliko Dangote, is Hausa. Born in Kano and speaks Hausa. You can find interviews with him in Hausa on BBC Hausa. And on the other side of the world, China has been teaching Hausa in its universities since 1964, 60 years, and broadcasts in it too. The Chinese saw this coming, don't they always do? A few more quickly. BBC Hausa carries live Premier League football commentary at the weekend. Hausa is tonal, the same word, said at a different pitch, can mean something else entirely. And, long before the Latin alphabet, Hausa was written in Arabic script, so its written story reaches back centuries. So, 94 million speakers, 5+ nations, a language rising in status, broadcast by the world, chosen for the Hajj, rich with culture, and for many of you, the language of home. 9 reasons. I hope that at least one of them stays with you. If it did, here's what to do next. Start tonight with the free First Words and Counting Guide, audio included, linked in the description. It costs nothing, and it's the whole difference between admiring Hausa and actually speaking it. Then subscribe, because this channel is where we go further. The lessons, the stories, the culture, and the traditions carried inside the language. And if you've got half a minute, there are 2 short surveys in the description. One for learners, one for anyone who loves Hausa culture and heritage. Learn Hausa. Discover the tradition. Carry the heritage forward. I'll see you in the next one.